Hi, Sammy again. I'm just going to show you today how to graph parabolas easy and fast. Some of my students are covering parabolas right now. I'm just going to do this so they could see how it could be done really quick. So here, the equation or the quadratic equation in vertex form, this is called vertex form. You'll see the equation written like this or like this. So some schools, they use P and Q, and some schools, they use H and K. And basically what it means here the vertex is P and Q, and here it means the vertex is H and K. It's the same thing. They're just using different variables. Okay, so if we come to this one here, the first thing you want to do when you're graphing parabolas, you find the vertex. And the vertex here will be 6, because that's the P or the H, and -3, which is the K or the Q. So the vertex is 6 and -3. Now you go plot that. So 6 and -3 is right here. After that, you just look, there's a 1 here. When there's a 1 here, all you need to do from the vertex, you go out 1, up 1, and you put a point, and then you go out 1, up 3. So just remember out 1, up 1, and then out 1, up 3. That's all you need to remember. And you do that on the same, on the other side of the vertex as well, on the left side. So out 1, up 1, out 1, up 3. And that's as simple as it is to graph parabolas. So I'm just gonna graph that for you right there. Okay. One thing that you have to know about parabolas is finding the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry, yeah, is basically x equals p or h. You know, I work with p and q, so it's x equals p. But as a matter of fact, once you graph it as well, you could just put a dotted line there, and that's what we call the axis of symmetry. It's a dotted line, dotted vertical line that goes through the axis of symmetry. And if you look at it, it's x equals, and this line goes through 6, so it's x equals 6. So from here, p is 6, so therefore x equals 6, and that's what the axis of symmetry is. All right. So now we'll go to the next question, and the next question has a little bit of twist to it, but it's almost the same thing. Now, the first thing we need to find the vertex. Okay. Now, some of you will say, I know how to find the vertex when it's written like this, but now it's written a bit different. Well, this is exactly like this. So if you see, they have the Q there, you know, the Q is or the K is right there, but the P doesn't seem like there's a brackets, and inside it, there's a P. So if there's no brackets and there's no P, that means P is 0. But the Q or the K is 5. Then you just go plot your vertex, 0 and 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now this is a negative parabola. So if the leading coefficient is negative, the parabola opens down. Okay. So if the leading coefficient is negative, the parabola opens down. Now, as I said, you go out 1, up 1, because it's negative. It's supposed to be going out 1, down 1 now. But that down 1, because it's a 2 here, you multiply that down 1, multiply that by 2, so it becomes down 2. So it's out 1, down 2 instead. And then out 1, down 3, but it's since the down is multiplied or the up is multiplied by 2, so instead of out 1, down 3, you multiply the 3 by 2, it becomes out 1, down 6, and you go right there. Now you do that on the other side right here, and you do that on the other side right here, okay? And then you just graph your parabola. Now, here, this is your axis of symmetry. It's the y-axis. And of course, the y-axis is represented by x equals 0. So axis of symmetry is x equals 0. Let me remind you to, if you draw the axis of symmetry as soon as you plot your vertex, so here, as soon as you plot your vertex, you do your axis of symmetry. Then once you plot this point and this point right here, you know, it's basically you just reflect in this point into the axis of symmetry. So you're one away, you go one away, and you have your other point. That's 1, 2 away. So you go 1, 2 away, and you have your other point. The same thing here. This point here, you reflect it into the axis of symmetry, one away from the y-axis. So you go one away, and you have your other point. And the same thing for the other one. Since it's 2 away from the axis of symmetry, so you go 2 away from the axis of symmetry, and you draw your other point. So that's if you want to just plot the points on one side and then just reflect them in the axis of symmetry. So these are 2 ways to graph parabolas. This is pretty easy. I think anybody could follow this. I hope this will help you with this chapter, the quadratics and graphing parabolas, using the Vertex form and axis of symmetry. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. Upload videos about once or twice a week. You'll find very helpful videos there that could help you with your course. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.